All I'm going to start with is that thank God this film is out now so that I don't have to see the same trailer 4,000 times before every screening I've had in the past 5 months. Y'all need a pilot? No, I don't. Funnily enough, I just want to watch the film that I came to see, not this trailer again and again and again. I mean, yeah, I get it. I go to the movies way more often than a lot of people do, but still, I don't want to see this trailer ever again, and now I don't need to, and I'm so thankful for that. I was never once excited to see Flight Risk. I sort of knew how I was going to play before going in, that it wasn't going to be good. And yeah, I was right. It's not good. It's not terrible, but it's not good. It's actually really, really dumb. In this trailer that I'd mentioned that I've seen about 4,000 times, they give everything away. But what I think is kind of insane is that I think it needs to be in the trailer. The whole film is about a plane being hijacked by a pilot who works for a crime family, and this plane is transporting a government witness who is an informant to the crime family. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the film. The trailer says this. The film didn't really add anything extra to this at all. So you can watch the trailer, then watch the final 20 minutes of the film, and you've seen the whole film. Like, you do not need to watch the whole 90-minute runtime. I kind of liked the premise of this story. So when I realised I'd practically seen it all in the trailer, I was a little frustrated at that. But what I did like is that nearly the entire runtime is the flight. It's a 90-minute movie. It's a 90-minute flight. And for a sense of realism, this was a good touch. It would have been really annoying if we were only in the air for about an hour and then there was 30 minutes, half hour of corporate stuff on the floor. We are only on the floor for the first 5 minutes and like the last 10 or the last 5. This I liked. The best part of the film is for sure Mark Wahlberg, when he's not unconscious or being smashed in the head with a fire extinguisher. I can tell he enjoyed playing the psycho villain role. It's something different for him. He isn't like amazing, but he puts in an enjoyable enough performance for you to go away and think, yeah, he put in effort here. Topher Grace was often used as the comic relief, but this really didn't hit for me. I like Topher Grace. And to be fair, a lot of this was not his fault. These awful one-liners and other humorous moments, which is just him swearing, pretty much. It's not funny. It's just down to the screenplay not being good. With all this AI stuff happening right now, especially with screenplays, I would not be surprised in the slightest if this one was AI's doing. Michelle Dockery is the other lead, and to be fair, she's pretty decent. She goes through quite a few emotions whilst playing that tough agent or marshal or whatever they are. And, I believe what she was doing. But if you think there are poor performances here, I can definitely see why you think that. But for me, it's more down to what they've been given to work with rather than them as actors. Okay, so I'm going to spoil the film now. So if you want to skip ahead to this time or just leave and come back once you've seen it. But I just can't help myself from speaking about how dumb this film is. I thought that throughout the film the whole time. This is dumb. This is dumb. So I just had to speak about it. This does start with like the style of humor they go with. It's creepy humor. A few jokes about rape, which I'm sure nobody appreciates. The terrible one-liners, a titty twister joke, a hard-on joke. All this just didn't fit in with the vibe of the film it should have had. It should have been a tense, a suspenseful thriller with the awful humor just scattered about in the film. It was just none of that. I felt nothing, to be honest. At the beginning of the film, Mark Wahlberg and Michelle Dockery wear headsets to communicate with each other. Topher Grace isn't wearing a headset, so they can't communicate. But there's a little bit before they wear the headsets where all three of them can communicate fine in the air. So I think they just added this so that when Topher Grace figured out that Mark Wahlberg was actually a hijacker, that he could struggle to tell Michelle Dockery. It's only in the film for that, because she's wearing a headset, he's not. He can't tell her. So there's a big little scene where they want you to feel tense. They want you to feel like, oh my God, he can't tell her. What's going to happen? It's just stupid because we know that they can communicate without the headsets. So for me, this was really dumb. Another moment is when Mark Wahlberg is unconscious and they are both trying to find someone to help, someone on the radio. This is Michelle Dockery and Topher Grace. They're put through, but she takes so long in explaining that she just needs help that they eventually lose signal and they can't help, which is typical. This really pissed me off for no reason. And Topher Grace says something. I can't remember the exact word what he says, but it has the word "sell" in it. And she goes, oh shit, I have a cell phone. And she mentions it's a satellite cell phone, which means it can be used anywhere. It connects to the satellites, not cell towers. So she can literally use it anywhere. Like, who would forget that they have a magic cell phone that can work anywhere when you're in this much of a crisis? Like, this was just stupid to me. Like, genuinely stupid. And then for the rest of the film, she's on the phone with robot people who are trying to put on human voices. It just doesn't work at all. You can tell they're not real people. She's just phoning robots. Whilst on the phone, she also figures out that there's a mole in the US Marshals, and then she blames her supervisor. She goes, oh, shit, she's the mole. And then she goes, oh, shit, no, it's not. But she does this on zero evidence, by the way. And then she's like, oh, no, it's not. It's actually the main director person. Again, based on zero evidence, but she's already told the director that she thinks it's her supervisor. So, of course, the director kills the supervisor to protect himself. She got the supervisor killed on zero evidence. Like, that's so dumb. And after believing that the supervisor is the mole, she still follows orders from a pilot the supervisor got to help her fly the plane. Like, how crazy dumb is that? I get that she's, like, back in the field after majorly screwing up her last mission. She wasn't allowed on another one until this one. She got someone killed again for something really, really stupid. She let someone take a shower when it was against protocol, and then they Molotoved this person. Like, yeah, that is stupid. But she's constantly trying to trust people on the plane who have blatantly lied to her in the past and who are proven liars. That this just does not make sense at all. There's definitely more I'm missing, but these moments just prove how dumb and stupid this movie is, and not in a good way. I think, had I seen this with my mates, I might have enjoyed how dumb this was. So maybe I might rewatch it ironically with my mates who haven't seen it, because this could be a lot of fun, but I watched it by myself, and yeah, I think that might actually change how you view this film. For an action thriller, there wasn't much action or thrill or suspense or tension, really. There's nothing of that. I think I'll give Flight Risk 2 out of 5. You know, you can enjoy bits of it, and the fact that it's 90 minutes really helps the film out. It does give the dumb 90s action B-movie vibes, so if this is up your street, you'll get fun out of it. If you have seen Flight Risk, let me know what you think. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next.